Hi everyone, this is Amy Walters and I'm doing my presentation for my portfolio class. Basically, we're going to talk about how the institutional and program outcomes are utilized within my MyCredit account. I've got several things in there. I've got my presentation for my ecology class, which I did a PowerPoint. I've got things from my legal research and writing class, contract law. Most of these are going to be case briefs and memorandums of law that are used every day within the legal profession. These are used to motion the courts to either dismiss or to accept a case, petition for child custody, petition for dismissal. The affidavit of attorney support is basically the attorney saying that they are the attorney of record. They are there to represent that client. The memorandum of law basically is supporting the motion, telling the judge which laws are going to apply to this case and how the attorney is going to use those laws in order to build the case for the client. A paralegal is very vital to the legal field. He or she will do the research for the attorney. They will usually write the case briefs that the attorney wants. They'll do the trial notebook. They will do the memorandum of law. If the attorney has the right paralegal, they become like a second hand to the attorney. The attorney learns how to depend on them. A paralegal is not, however, allowed to give legal advice to a client, and they are not allowed to represent a client. If a paralegal comes across some information that the attorney is not aware of, that whether it hurts the case or helps the case, the paralegal is ethically responsible to let the attorney know, hey, this is what I found out, this is how it could hurt or help our case. And the paralegal is held to a lot of the same standards that the attorney is when it comes to the client confidentiality. Whatever a paralegal hears within an interview with a client has to stay between the attorney, the client, and the paralegal. They are not allowed to go out and say, this is what I heard, this is what's going on with this case. That does violate the attorney-client privilege, and the paralegal is legally held responsible for that as well. Also, I've learned to use LexisNexis. LexisNexis is a program that is used a lot by paralegals. It has a lot of the cases that have been ruled on previously. It has a lot of the statutes and regulations that are set by the government. The LexisNexis is used a lot when writing case briefs because you can pull up the case that you need and go over it and see how that case could pertain to the case that you are working on. Also, there's the print form, being able to search through magazines and newspapers to get secondary law sources, like a speech. Maybe somebody gave a speech, or somebody wrote an article that's not technically considered legal, a legal form, but they happen to state something that might be helpful to the case. That's considered a secondary law document. I've been able to go online and talk to some people from the California Law Library and get some information from them about a case that I was working on in my family law class. I did not, however, get to use any of that information. It didn't help with what I was doing, but I was able to look it over. They did email me some documents that I was able to look at. Just being a paralegal is something that it takes training, and a paralegal is someone that can really help out the attorney. They've got the training, and I feel like they're more of an asset to a firm than most people will know. So thank you for your time. Sorry. And I hope that you enjoyed this presentation, and I will see you later.